guys. So as you may have seen, I did a little edit last night flying my Nano Plus in the city, getting some night footage, and I posted a picture with this firehouse strobe essentially right on the center, right above this little Autel logo. And someone in one of the pages kind of chuckled like, oh, you have it right over the GPS module. Well, I had no idea there was a GPS module right apparently here. Let me go ahead and unstick this. Okay, so I had it essentially right here, thinking dead center for better flight handling kind of thing, because I don't want to obviously have it tail heavy or front heavy, nose heavy. So I had it essentially right again above the Autel logo like this, and apparently that's where the GPS module lies. So I didn't get a schematic breakdown when I got my Nano Plus, so there's that. So how would anyone really know this, which is why I'm doing this video. So I did speak to Autel today and ask them about something. Apparently one of the guys did a breakdown. I think it was that guy who was fixing his gimbal, QC guy, and he took apart the drone, and apparently that was what someone showed me, that the GPS module is right here. But I talked to Autel today, and they said this is realistically the best place to have the light if you were to use one as far as center of gravity is concerned. And they basically said the tail, you would have to counterweight it and have something up here too. And what they officially said was they had no real answer and they would avoid using a strobe altogether, which leads me to this. If you have the ability to get really cool low light footage and you can't use a strobe, that means you can't legally fly. So there's a little conundrum going on right now. So again, I went ahead and moved it towards the tail, and now I didn't fly it with this at the tail end, so I don't know how it will fly. Of course, I can test it a little bit more, but they suggested, talking to their engineers, that they wouldn't mount it towards the back like this unless you did some kind of counterweight. So again, Autel officially said to me that they would recommend not putting anything on the drone in regards to a strobe. And I don't know. So, because the module, as I said, is here. And when I was flying last night, again in the city, we always have issues with GPS locking in. I'm super used to flying in ADI mode over there, so I'm not even kind of that concerned. But at the same time, I knew it was actually not behaving well. So that probably was hindering the ability of locking in the GPS, having this strobe there. And I was going to actually do a video, follow-up video essentially, after I took that drone out and got that footage on how this thing seemed to be really having an issue locking in the GPS. So that could have been because of the strobe. So I got to test it again, fly a little bit, maybe lower light, and just do a little test run and see if this actually does have the same kind of GPS issues that I was experiencing last night or not. But just be mindful if you do have a Nano or a Nano Plus. Essentially, this isn't designed for a strobe maybe this big, heavy. I don't know if they make a smaller strobe. That would be kind of cool if they had just like a little light, like a little button that was super bright and really small. You can just place right here. But I got to do a little bit more testing. Maybe I can put it this way, for example, somewhere. I don't know. But if you guys have any experience with this, let me know. I'm going to talk to Scott, the owner of Firehouse, and see if he has any suggestions today. But for now, I'm going to just take this off my drone and not use a strobe if I'm flying. And if I'm flying at night, I guess I can't fly at night because I legally can't do so without a strobe. So just a little heads up on the placement of any kind of strobe or anything on top of your Nano series drone, because it can cause an issue if it is in this little zone above the A. So anywhere right here, essentially this whole little section. I'll throw a little schematic up at the end of the video so you guys can see that Autel sent me. They had a Nano actually getting repaired. So I'll show you where that actually is so you can see visually what I'm talking about. But just be mindful that if you do have anything on top of this, it can change the performance of your drone in regards to GPS. And if you have it anywhere towards the back or towards the front, it can change the flight characteristics of your Nano series drones. So kind of fly with caution. I would say best bet not put anything on there, but that does kind of lead you to the whole low light beast little drone not being able to fly legally at night. So we'll see what they come up with. Autel really didn't have anything. All they said is they don't have a real good answer to my question, which was, where should I put the strobe on this drone? So that's it. Hope this helps and just bringing a little awareness to something that I kind of discovered last night while flying. Okay, bye. Tune in and hit the like button. And if you want, check out that video. It did really perform well. I was pretty blown away with how quality this thing was in low light. I mean, it almost was like the Evo 2 Pro, probably not as good, but pretty darn capable and pretty darn close for something this small. So pretty amazing. Anyway, guys, aloha. Have a beautiful day. Bye.